In every marriage, offenses happen, sometimes on purpose, but more often without us even realizing it. Maybe you forget an anniversary, or you make a comment that stings, not knowing how much it hurts. Picture this. It's your partner's birthday. You're swamped at work, and by the time you get home, you're exhausted. You forget to pick up their favorite cake. It seems small, but to your partner, it feels like you forgot them. These little moments, missed dates, distracted conversations, or a thoughtless word can add up. Sometimes we don't even notice the impact of our actions. Maybe you're both busy, running from one thing to the next, and suddenly you realize you haven't really talked in days. Let me share a story. Sarah and Mike had been married for 5 years. Lately, Mike had been working late, and Sarah felt more and more alone. She tried to brush it off, but one night, after Mike missed dinner again, she broke down. "I just feel invisible," she said. Mike was shocked. He hadn't realized how much his absence hurt her. It's easy to hurt each other without meaning to, but what happens next is what really matters. Forgiveness is essential in marriage. It's not just about saying "I'm sorry" or "I forgive you." It's about letting go of the little hurts so they don't turn into big walls. When Mike apologized, Sarah could have held on to her pain, but instead she chose to forgive. The relief was instant. They hugged, talked, and felt closer than they had in weeks. So how do you actually forgive in love? It starts with open communication. When you're hurt, talk about it. Don't let it fester. Imagine a couple who just had an argument. Instead of storming off, they sit down together. "When you raised your voice, I felt hurt," one says. The other listens, really listens, and responds with care. This kind of honesty builds trust. But what if you don't talk about it? That's when bitterness creeps in. Let's look at another couple, Alex and Jamie. They never talked about the little things that bothered them. Over time, their home felt colder. They stopped laughing together. All those unspoken hurts piled up, making it hard to connect. Bitterness is like a slow leak in a tire. If you don't fix it eventually, you're stuck. That's why forgiveness matters so much. Another key is empathy. Try to see things from your partner's perspective. Here's a story. Lisa was upset that her husband Tom forgot their anniversary. She wanted to lash out, but instead she paused. She remembered how stressed Tom had been at work. When they talked, she said, "I know you've been under pressure. I just needed to feel special today." Tom apologized, and Lisa forgave him, not because he was perfect, but because she understood. Empathy turns conflict into connection. It's not about keeping score or waiting for the perfect apology. It's about choosing to see the best in each other, even when it's hard. Let's dive into a real-life scenario. Emily and David had a huge misunderstanding. Emily thought David didn't care about her new job because he never asked about it. David, on the other hand, thought Emily wanted space to adjust. The tension grew until one night Emily finally said, "I feel like you don't care about what's important to me." David was surprised. He explained that he was trying to give her room, not ignore her. They talked openly, shared their feelings, and realized it was all a misunderstanding. Emily forgave David, and David promised to check in more. That night they felt closer than ever. Here's what they did right. They communicated honestly, listened with empathy, and chose forgiveness over resentment. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. So, what's the secret to a happy marriage? It's not about never making mistakes. It's about forgiving, communicating, and choosing empathy every single day. When you forgive, you let go of the past and make room for love to grow. Next time you feel hurt, remember, talk it out, listen with your heart, and try to see things from your partner's side. Let go of the little things and don't let bitterness build walls between you. Forgiveness isn't about being weak. It's about being strong enough to choose love again and again. That's how you build a marriage that lasts. So choose forgiveness, choose empathy, choose each other, flaws and all. That's the real secret to a happy marriage. Because when you do, you unlock the true joy of marriage. One day, one choice, one act of forgiveness at a time.